I had one of my best trading days this month today, and I'm going to be breaking it down for you guys. Let me go ahead and start sharing my screen, and I really hope that you can use this as a form of motivation, right? First off, how much money do I trade with? I trade with a little bit at $500,000. I just want to disclose that because I don't want you to compare your gains to mine if you're trading with $5,000, right? It takes money to make money. I don't trade very aggressive moving stocks. I don't trade risky stocks. I trade a pair of ETFs and they follow the NASDAQ market. Those are my bread and butters. And I really hope that, again, it just can make sense to you. I walked away with $17K on the day on TQQQ and with a little bit over $11,000 on SQQQ. Just so you could see, I have no open position other than my one lucky share. And the same thing on TQQQ. I closed out my entire position just with one lucky share. Just like I said in today's earlier video, that was my only intention. Now, overall market today has been fine, right? If you look at the overall series of economic reports, we have a handful of economic reports that are all going to be released right before the market opens. 1 hour before, 1 hour before, and then 30 minutes before, and then 30 minutes after. We will be capturing the consumer confidence report during tomorrow's live trading session. So if you want to tune on in, it's the second link in the description down below to be able to watch me trade live. And then on Wednesday, we have the ADP employment change. We got job openings, but most importantly, we have the FOMC meeting, which is the Fed rate tool, right? I'm sorry, the potential rate hike. But let me break down my series of trades with you, right? This is one thing that I'm very happy to share with you. And I've shared it from even one of my earlier videos from the month, right? And it talked about some of the trading habits that I'm trying to work on. And it's feeling okay and not being perfect and knowing when to call it quits. One of the first things that I wanted to share is the first trade that I caught within today's live trading session. So the LPP team got to see this all happen. You can see with my little trend line tool, I caught a move that offered 3.7%, right? 3.7, and then these two smaller moves from lows to high and from lows to high that were roughly right around 1.5%. So two 1.5s, one 3.7, nearly 7% is what this offered. I traded with $500,000. I only made 11K, which is roughly a little bit over 2%, 2.2%. Well, what the heck, Ricky? If I could have made 7%, but I only made 2, what went on there, right? Very simple. I'm not a perfect trader, right? I don't hit home runs every single trade. If anything, I rarely ever hit home runs. Ask any of the people that get to watch me trade live every morning. I do this live in front of them. And it's kind of a joke, right? Because I tend to enter sometimes a little bit too late or too early. And then I sell very often a little bit too early. But that's okay, right? My job is not to be perfect. My job is to enter and exit successfully. And I only have to capture a small run. I would say the biggest struggle for a lot of traders is feeling comfortable locking in profits and simply walking away. And that's exactly what I did today, kind of like halfway through the market, right? And the reason why is because I've seen that if I continue to trade or I overtrade, I tend to give back some of the money that I've already made, right? So I worked on two main things today. The first one is feeling comfortable enough that at overbought levels, I don't hesitate it. I just lock in profits right away, right? To not hesitate it, to not be afraid to average out. I did that very well today. The second thing that I did very well, that I don't often do very well, is calling it quits early on when I'm ahead. I exceeded my daily goal. Dude, I don't make 28K every single day trading, right? So me being up 28, nearly 29K on the day, I was so grateful for it, right? And SQQQ was a part of that. And then the other 3 trades that I took were on TQQ, lows, highs, roughly 1.5%. And then this huge move, which again, we called out so beautifully within the LPP group chat that offered around 3.3%. And again, altogether offered a little bit over 6.5%. I only walked away with 17K, right? That's roughly 3%. So in this one, I caught a little bit more, but not that much more, right? I still left a lot of room for margin of error. And that's the beautiful thing about trading, to being okay with not being perfect. My entries were not perfect. My exits were not perfect, but guess what? I still made money. And that's the whole point. So I wanted to use myself as an example in hopes that it can motivate you to be okay with not being perfect and feeling more proactive in entering and exiting successfully and knowing when to call it quits and just to walk away and enjoy the rest of your day and waiting for the next day for more opportunity to present itself. Because we all know, today was somewhat of a choppy day. Big news is coming tomorrow, then Wednesday, and then Friday, right? Tomorrow we have AMD we have AMD reporting earnings, and then we have a series of economic reports. Wednesday we have FOMC rate decision. Thursday we have Apple stock reporting earnings, and then Friday we have a job report, right? That's very, very important, especially as a big focus is on the Federal Reserve and monetary policy. So very excited to continue to keep you guys up to date. I really hope that this video motivates you and it doesn't rub you the wrong way. And if so, I hope that earned your thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. So if you guys have any questions, you guys know how to reach out to me. That's going to be the first link in the description down below. You can shoot me a direct message via Discord. And if not, then again, I'd love to invite you to tomorrow's live trading session. That's the second link in the description down below. And I hope to see you there. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.